Okay everyone, today we're going to be seeing what it's like to actually walk. Okay, here we go. Ride a bike and drive a car. Shoot. In the third person view in real life. So in most video games, you actually see the player from behind in a third person view. So you see the back of their head and you see them doing stuff. So I wanted to see what it would be like if you actually did that in real life. So if you actually could only see from behind you, could you actually do regular things, and how hard would it actually be? Can your brain adjust to it? So in order to do this, I'm gonna have my GoPro strapped to the back of me, filming me from behind. And then I'm going to transmit that to my iPhone and be viewing it in real time with these goggles on. And I'll only be seeing what's on the phone. So I'll only be able to see what it's seeing from behind me. So it should be a real third person view, updated in real time. Let's see if I can actually do stuff. So first, let's try it just walking around my backyard here. Let's see if I can actually control myself, not run into things, get some type of depth perception with viewing myself from the third person. Okay, here we go. Okay, so first thing I need to know is that I actually get somewhere way before I think I do. And I can't turn, like I can't look and see where I want to go. I have to turn my whole body. Then I actually see it. Something's gonna be here, okay. Okay, so this is making me already really dizzy for some reason. I imagine that after a while I'll get used to this. Let's try to do some weird footing here. Okay, so I completely can't do anything with my feet. Okay, after a while of doing this now, I'm actually pretty seasick. I'm feeling quite queasy because my brain is just disoriented, I think. I think it's trying to figure out what's going on. Okay, I'm going to actually try to pick up a rock. Let's see how that goes. Okay, I just fell backwards. Okay, task 1 complete. Oh, I almost dropped out my foot. Okay, so the main thing with walking is that I feel like I'm not gonna run into something until it's in front of the camera, but because the camera's back there, I just run into it and then I realize I'm there. So it's gonna take a while, I think, for my brain to adjust and realize I'm actually further forward than my eyes. So my eyes are now back here instead of right here. Okay, so just walking was pretty difficult. Let's try riding a bike. Okay, here we go. Oh man. Okay, this is crazy. I just can't even see if there's any cars coming. Oh my gosh. The hardest part is I feel like I'm gonna throw up. The next hardest part is I just tip over on the bike. I feel like I can't get balanced. Okay, so in order to film this, I have my GoPro up here and I'm going to be transmitting it to the iPhone, which I'm gonna be wearing on my face, and that's all I'll be able to see while I'm driving. So I'm in a closed parking lot. So let's see how I actually do driving in the third person. Okay, let's do this. Whoa, okay. Driver enters the vehicle. Okay, here we go. Not in drive. Whoa, this is weird. Whoa, this is way weird. So normally I'd look to my left, but when I turn my head, it just stays right there. So I need to slowly turn the whole car. Make sure nothing's over there. Oh, curve. Okay, we're gonna try to park. Oh, wow. Okay, that didn't work very good. Backing up is scary. I can't see what's behind me at all. Shoot. So what this actually felt like to me was that I was still driving a car like normal, but it felt like I had like this huge overhanging trailer in front of me, which was actually just the car. So I felt like I was driving it from the back and then the front would just swing one way or the other. Kind of like driving a vehicle with some large frontal overhang. So what I had to get used to driving is that in order to make a turn, I had to turn way before I felt like I needed to. Because from my view in the back, when I was turning around a curb, I felt like I'm not there yet, so I shouldn't start turning. But when in reality, if I waited too long, then I would just go too far forward and then almost hit another curb in front of me and it was way too late to turn. So the reason this was so hard to do is because our bodies have something called proprioception. Proprioception is how your body knows where your limbs are in space, even when it's not looking at them. So for example, if I close my eyes and move my arm out, I know about where it is in space. So as I move it towards my face, I know when it's going to touch my nose, about right now. But the way your body knows even better where things are in space is it has proprioception, and then it also has your visual cues. So if I do it with my eyes open, then I can get even more spot on about where my finger is in space, and I know exactly when it's going to touch my nose. But the problem with this experiment is because of proprioception, your body knows about where your eyes are on your head too. So what makes it really hard is now when you're viewing it in third person, your brain is still assuming that your eyes are where they're supposed to be in your body. And so that's why it feels like there's always something out in front of you, because it knows that your eyes should be about when you're about to hit something. But now when I'm in third person, I'm gonna hit something way further ahead of me than it should be. So in this case, my visual cues and my proprioception don't match. And so that's why it's so disorienting for me to do. It seems like there's something out in front of me when in reality, it's just me right there. Even while I was walking and it wasn't a vehicle, I still felt like there was something out in front of me and that wasn't really me right there, because your brain is so used to where you are is right where your eyes are. So in this case, the visual cues were beating out my proprioception. It just started ignoring where it thinks I am, and it just assumes that what I'm seeing in the back is actually me. And so whatever's out in front of me is something else. Hey everyone, thanks for watching another episode of the Action Lab. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell to be notified when my latest video's out. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.